Hey everybody, DeLongShat Signatures here. We had a interesting first day of in-person autographs for the different NASCAR races going on around town. For Indiana, the Cup Series and Xfinity Series run at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and ARCA and the Truck Series run at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. So two separate venues, and for those Fridays, they're happening at the same time for practices and then the races for the lower series. So the plan was to go to IRP and spend most, if not all, of the day there, hoping to get to meet some drivers and get some of the lower series people and get to meet them and everything, watch their races. Got there around 12:30, waited an hour to get in, started walking around, and I asked a few people if they knew if there would be any group signings or anything like that. And some of them said they thought there was one, but they didn't know where. Most of them said around 5:30, which would have been during the ARCA race. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just the truck series that does it. And after about 30 minutes, 45 minutes in, I asked some people at a tent specifically for the ARCA Menards series. It was for a private event, but I was just asking them for any information. And they said they didn't know, but they knew of someone that might know. Talked to that guy, and he said that the drivers are too busy to do any sort of meet and greet or fan interaction or anything, and that my best luck would be to see them in person outside at the track at events. And as far as I know, there was really only one or two drivers that were doing anything this week for ARCA series, and I don't think there were any truck drivers that were out for this week to do meet and greets or anything. So that was really disappointing. To not get to meet a single driver there. I know that there was one ARCA that was going to do something at his sponsor's booth, but I didn't stick around for that. I was kind of ticked off. I know that's not their job to meet with fans and sign autographs and everything, but you would think for a series that doesn't have a lot of gate revenue, can't really sell a lot of tickets, that would try to maybe boost fan presence and everything by making their drivers a little bit more accessible. But the way the track is set up, it's a little, I think, quarter mile or something like that, oval, and all of the haulers are on the inside of the track where you have to be part of the team or anything to even get back there. So there was no way that the drivers were going to be out and about at all. So that really sucked. But thankfully, the whole day wasn't ruined because with a purchase of a ticket for Saturday or Sunday to IMS, the Friday ticket was free. So I went from IRP to IMS, free parking there, got in, caught the tail end of the Cup Series practice, and was able to get 16 autographs there. And then there was an event that I made a quick pit stop to and got an autograph there. But we're going to go in alphabetical order for all of the drivers that I was able to get. Not a lot, but something. First one was actually the last driver that I ran into. Got 2 signed cards of Austin Cindric. Was on my way out, walking towards the direction of my car, and he stopped for a fan. So I got the cards out, and he was cool enough to sign those. So very awesome to get to meet him again. Next one, I was surprised he signed 2. Most of the drivers that were bigger names were only signing 1, but got 2 from Bubba Wallace. Then I did bring some custom 4x6s, which thankfully I did because a lot of the drivers that did stop and sign, I didn't have anything for them. First one is Carson Hocevar, really tall kid. Then we got one from Chase Briscoe, and I kind of wish I had stuff for him because I stood there and watched him sign like 15 photos for one guy. He does not mind the fan interaction at all, so very cool guy. I respect him a lot for that. This one was a bit surprising to get one spotted on, but I understand it. Chris Buescher. I had 3 cards on the page. I'm like, hey, is it okay if I get these cards signed? He's like, I can do one. It kind of, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something along the lines of it kind of gets people upset if I do more. So I guess he's probably heard people complain when fans bring in, you know, multiple items to get signed and everything. So it's his choice. I get it. I respect him for taking the time to sign something at least. I didn't need any cards from him, so everything for him is just a bonus. Then we got 3 cards from Daniel Suarez, who was really quick about it. I don't think I need any of these cards for sets, but it's still cool to get to meet him. I was surprised to get this guy, and I got a nice card from him. One from Joey Logano, who signed this optic for me. Then we got a custom signed by Josh Berry. I think this was the first autograph I got, and thankfully I was able to catch him as he walked out the garage, but he did stop and sign for quite a few people. Kurt Busch. Of course, he's not racing anymore, but he is still highly involved with race teams. I know that he is affiliated with 2311 Racing, but I think I saw him walking out of Ty Gibbs's garage, so I don't know if through like Monster Energy or something, if they have a connection or whatnot. He might be like a driver coach for the kid, but either way, really awesome to get to see him. Got 2 autographs from Ryan Blaney. He initially looked like he was just going to sign real quick and then head out, but he was probably the one driver that stayed inside, signed for the most people, other than maybe Briscoe. So a lot of respect for him for doing that. And then I went back a little bit later and got a custom photo because I didn't have anything else, and I didn't want to ask for another card. But my favorite driver, awesome to get him. Then the last one we got at the track was Todd Gilliland. I don't think I have anything for him, but still glad to get something. So I think I got to the track around 3, kind of went around to see if there were any additional signings, got some info on that. I'll try to hit some of those up Saturday and Sunday. And then I left at around 4:15, 4:20ish. And there were some events going on at a Kroger that was nearby. So I was like, all right, I'll head there, get at least 2 more driver's autographs. But unfortunately, there was a lot of construction going on the way to and from IMS compared to where I live. So it took way longer to get there. So I missed out on Parker Kligerman, but I was still able to get a signed hero card from Ricky Stenhouse at a Kroger. So same deal as last year. He was just sitting there signing hero cards for fans. There were supposed to be some other people there. I may have missed them. They were probably there earlier in the day. But they had several cars out. They had a Pernelli Jones car, an Al Unser Jr., Mario Andretti car. But you couldn't even tell that Ricky Stenhouse was there. He was just leaning up against a table, and people were just chatting with him like he was, another race fan or something. But cool guy. Thankfully, I was able to, make something out of the day. Just disappointed with how the IRP and Truck Series and ARCA and all that was handled. Again, I know it's not their job. They have more important things to focus on, but when you only show up to a town for, one day and you don't provide any sort of really fan interaction, it's going to be hard to grow your brand. But that's just my opinion. I don't know what it is like at other tracks. Could be better, could be worse. I don't know. But regardless, that's what I have for you guys today. Hopefully tomorrow's a little bit better. Track is open from 10 to 6, I think. So all the focus will be on Cup Series and Xfinity Series. And hopefully I'll have a little bit of a better video for you guys. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.